UFOs have fascinated us for years, and it seems that more and more people are becoming interested in the topic. Strange unidentified crafts have been witnessed in our skies for decades. There's even some that have said that these crafts have been witnessed by humans for hundreds of years, saying that old accounts and scriptures can be found that detail mysterious crafts in our sky, pointing to something not of this earth, as we didn't have the technology during that time. As the years have gone on though, it's only revealed more information surrounding this topic. For example, we've learned that government officials have shown a strong interest in these crafts, as multiple secret programs have run over the years, looking into what these objects are and if they're a threat to our security. This has caused some to suggest that this phenomena is very much real. After all, why would secret projects be running if there was no substance to these claims? One interesting thing about unidentified flying objects is that they seem far more advanced than us, with pilots and other high-ranking officials saying that our current tech cannot keep up with them. This has been shown time and time again on video when these objects seem to defy the laws of physics, being able to outmaneuver our modern crafts with ease. Another thing that's been noted in recent years is that these crafts seem to have an interest in our missiles, and also other highly sensitive areas not accessible by the general public. These unidentified crafts seem to be able to make their way into secure airspace without being detected, and then suddenly disappear before military planes can get in and investigate. In fact, this was one of the reasons why a program was created, and this program went by the name of the Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program. The research group was quickly given $22 million in support and a team of military intelligence officials, researchers and the highest level of security clearance. The Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program was given the primary objective of identifying these unidentified flying objects, and to find out whether or not they are potential threats to national security. It did not take long for the team to gather a wide variety of strange sighting reports made by pilots from various locations, including associated data like camera footage and radar information, while attempting to match these sightings with known international aircraft signatures. Expecting to find explanations to these crafts and their origin after the gathered data was compiled, it became rather obvious that this would not be the case. In fact, many of the researchers involved in the program regarded these UFO sightings and crafts as having no earthly origin, and displaying behavior that could not be explained. This could very well be the closest the Department of Defense will ever come to admitting the viability of extraterrestrial crafts without directly admitting it. As mentioned, these crafts have been seen close to things like missiles, and back in 1964 former US Air Force employee Robert Jacobs was in charge of photo instruments. His mission was to film an Atlas rocket during its flight. When he heard liftoff, he started the cameras. He said he could see all 3 stages of the rocket, thinking that everything was going fine. He then took the counts of film to get them developed. He was then ordered to go into the office of one of the majors. There he was told to sit down and listen carefully to what they was about to say. He turned on the film projector and showed him the launch. As the Atlas missile entered the frame, he was told it was travelling at 11 to 14,000 miles per hour. However, the cameras then picked up a saucer-shaped craft that came into view. Robert Jacobs said the following about the incident. It flew into the frame and shot a beam of light at the warhead. Remember, all this stuff is flying at several thousand miles per hour. This thing fires a beam of light at the warhead, hits it, fires another beam of light and then flies out the way it came in. The warhead then tumbles out of space. When the lights came on, Major Management said, "Were you guys messing around up there?" And I said no. He asked what was that, and I said, "I think we have a UFO." End quote. Letters were then gathered by high-up officials that said the following. In the film, the assumption was at that time extraterrestrial. Details would be sketchy and from memory. The shape was a classic disc. The center seemed to be a raised bubble. End quote. After the video was shown to Robert Jacobs, high-up officials told him to never speak of this again. Robert Jacobs then went on live television to detail what he had seen, and was open about the fact that these crafts are extremely advanced. With all this acknowledgement of unidentified crafts, their strange abilities and the potential for extraterrestrial life, it might appear that the Department of Defense and higher intelligence officials might be slowly coming to the consensus of total disclosure regarding the viability of alien contact in classified government projects. However, that could not be further from the case. According to Nate Jones, the director of the Freedom of Information Act, he claims that the footage shown and provided was never officially declassified, and that there are potentially many more files that are yet to be declassified that have not yet gone through the proper channels. In fact, it almost appears to be the initial cause for the declassification of certain files to begin with was due to a potential leak, and this originated from inside the Pentagon. As Nate Jones clarifies the following: "It looks very strongly like these weren't released through any proper DoD declassification channels when referring to the shown footage in declassified reports." The Department of Defense has also taken a stand by saying the following: "The official who is authorized to release this video on behalf of the Department of Defense did not approve the release of this video." The Pentagon is also referencing a study made back in the 1950s by the Central Intelligence Agency's Psychological Board, of which concluded that the public's potential reaction to UFOs could cause an instance of mass hysteria, which constituted a national security threat. So what do you make of the UFO that shot a beam of light at this projectile? And what do you make of the officials' comments about being silent about the encounter? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.